Welcome back to another episode of Eat Like a Chef. I'm your host, Chandler Baird. Today we are in downtown Spokane. We're going to be heading into Ivand, a brand new restaurant, and seeing what Chef Tony has for us today.
This episode sponsored by No Lie Brew House and Coeur d'Alene Casino.
Hey Chandler, I'm Tony. I'm the chef here at Ivand.
Thanks for having us. It's absolutely gorgeous in here. I can't wait to see what we're making.
Yeah, we're making a Parisian gnocchi with house-made creme fraiche, shiitake mushrooms, and beef stock.
Oh my gosh, let's do it.
All right.
Don't waste time. We are back in the kitchen with Chef Tony making some Parisian gnocchi, so he's gonna take us through the process.
So this is a little bit different than what you think of as gnocchi, potato gnocchi. This one's actually made with flour, butter, and eggs, a little bit of cheese. So we need some water and butter, which we already have on the stove.
Okay.
Gonna bring that to a boil. And it's actually a really quick process. And if you have all your ingredients ready, no problem at all. So a couple little tricks. One trick is you want to add all of your flour at the same time, which seems a little strange, but
yeah.
And then you basically are just going to stir it around until it turns into almost like, for lack of a better term, Play-Doh. So basically just until this is incorporated, and it's kind of this weird dough.
Yeah.
And you can turn it off the heat. And then we're going to go to a mixer.
So while you're doing that, tell me about Ivand.
So Ivand is a new restaurant, or was a new restaurant, is a new restaurant.
Still new, yeah.
It's new.
For sure.
We opened in late January of 2020. Yeah, we were open for a little while before we had to shut down, and then, we're still kind of doing occasionally sporadic takeout and family meal stuff. But
what kind of food can we expect?
It's fine dining, but approachable.
Okay.
Everything's, affordable. I don't think there's anything over $20.
Wow.
So we want people to kind of experience fine dining.
Boy.
We like to make all of our plates kind of fancy.
We like that.
For lack of a better term.
We like that. Well, especially for us Instagrammers that want to take pictures of all our food. You're
Exactly.
our favorite person.
Perfect. All right, so we've gone to the KitchenAid mixer, and we're going to add a cup of cheese.
What kind of cheese?
This is a Gruyere.
Oh, my favorite.
A little bit of stone ground mustard.
Okay.
Turn it on. And then the other trick, apart from adding all the flour at once, is you're going to add your eggs one at a time.
Oh.
Which is weird, but it actually does make a difference. If you add them all at the same time, it doesn't really bind together like it should.
Yeah. Okay. So other than Ivand, you also own Hunt, which is downstairs.
Hunt is downstairs, yeah. It's we call it elevated campfire food.
Oh.
So we take smoked meats and chilies and super cozy space.
Yeah, great hangout. And then you also have Ruins.
Ruins up, just across the river. Still doing takeout Tuesday through Saturday.
Okay.
We still switch it up every month.
Then you also own Stella's.
Stella's, yes.
Which I just went last week. It's one of my favorites.
And Stella's, we actually moved the burger McRuins concept that we used to do Monday nights at Ruins. We just moved that to its permanent home at Stella's.
Okay.
So now we do, your favorite fast food, but done
The
with
best
better
chicken sandwich in
ingredients.
town.
Good chicken sandwiches, yes. Yeah.
Great burgers.
We sell a lot of those.
The dirty fries.
The dirty fries, yes.
It's all great.
So that dough is finished, and then we're going to put it in a piping bag.
Okay.
So I know this all sounds very technical, but once you have all your ingredients in place, it's super fast, and the end product is delicious. So you want to hold it over the water,
Okay.
pipe it out, and just start cutting them off.
Look at that. Okay, I need to try.
Sure.
We'll see how easy this actually is. You made it look super easy. Oh gosh, you have to be strong.
Yeah, let's get your Popeye forearms.
Ah.
Yeah, sometimes they'll stick. But yeah, I mean, once you get the hang of it, it's pretty easy.
It is. I just need a stronger grip.
Yeah. You want to pull these out and then cool them down.
Okay. And how do you know when they're done? Isn't it when they rise to the surface?
When they float,
okay.
Yeah. So when they float, they're done. And then basically what you're left with after they cool is these guys.
Voila. Let's see. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then they're ready to cook. We're gonna heat up our pan with a little bit of oil. And then a secret ingredient that you don't have to use, but it's beef tallow.
What's that?
It's basically just beef fat.
Okay.
You can use butter, you can use chicken fat, you can use just oil. I think this gives it a little bit more richness. So you're gonna add these in there. And then we're just trying to get a little bit of color on them.
Okay.
And then we're gonna add some shiitake mushrooms to the other side here. Let's kind of cook everything at once.
Okay.
A little bit of garlic and shallots.
Okay.
And then because I'm lazy and I don't like to pick the little leaves off the time,
Yeah.
I'll just throw a couple sprigs in there and then
Oh,
just
really?
pick them out.
It works just as well.
It does. A little salt never hurts.
Yeah.
And see how they're starting to get just like a little bit of color on them.
Oh yeah. It was like perfect.
The gnocchi is about where it probably should be. Just a little bit of texture on there. This back here is beef stock that we make.
Okay.
Super rich.
Wow, you make it from scratch.
Yes. We
Awesome.
make everything from scratch here.
That sets you guys apart from a lot of people.
Gonna add that in there.
Oh my gosh.
And then creme fraiche, which we also make here. I'll probably add a little bit more stock here just to make a little bit more of a sauce.
There you go, showing off
There you go.
chef skills.
Left-handed.
Left-handed, whoa.
And that is complete.
Oh
That's
my
done.
gosh, great. So now we'll plate it on one of your beautiful plates.
Yeah. So these come from KJ Pottery.
KJ Pottery, local.
They're local. She's great. She's up on Garland. Online also. Super rich, but it's winter.
We love that.
It's cold outside.
We need this in our lives. So you'll leave the thyme in there.
I'll usually pull them out.
Okay.
So they're easy when they're on the little,
Right.
little stick like that.
Oh my gosh, this smells magnificent. I cannot wait to dig in. Thank you so much for teaching us how to make this.
Of course.
Now it's easy. Everyone at home can make it too. Join us after the commercial break for another recipe in the kitchen with Chef Adam. So once again, I'm in the kitchen. I'm here at Ivan's in downtown Spokane, looking around for Chef Adam. He's nowhere to be found. Adam, what are you doing up there?
I'm just cleaning up here.
Welcome back to the kitchen. I'm here with Chef Adam, and we're gonna be making some special hummus.
This is a hummus with tahini. And so really what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna blend, these are garlic, not unpeeled. You don't
Okay.
need to peel them because we're gonna be getting rid of all that anyway. Okay, and then we have putting the garlic in the food processor, and the lemon a little squish.
Roll
kind
it
of breaks
out.
up the cells. Again, you can microwave that a little bit to get some more juice out of there. And try and obviously not get the seeds in.
Right. Every last drop.
And you can adjust this with like how much lemon juice you like in your hummus, and you can
Okay.
adjust it at the end as well. You don't have to just do it right here. Okay, and then we're gonna add a little bit of salt.
Where'd you come up with this recipe? Is it family
So-
or?
No, this is a recipe from a restaurant over in the East Coast.
Okay.
And it's one that I've had at a couple different restaurants. It's my favorite I've ever had. And so
Okay.
once I had this hummus, I was like, I have to learn how to do this.
Yeah.
And so I learned how to do it, and now I'm sharing.
So do chefs give you their recipes, or do you just kind of taste it and then play around?
Taste it and play around with it, and
Yeah.
then do a little research, obviously.
Okay, yeah. There we go. Wow.
Okay, we're just gonna blend this up until it's pureed.
I'm loving the smells that I'm already getting. Lemon, garlic.
Yeah. Hard to beat that.
Yeah.
Okay. So then I'm going to take all of this and put it into a fine mesh sieve, which is right here.
Okay.
And we're going to strain off. We're going to strain off all of the juices, and so the juice will go into our actual tahini, and then we'll mix that together with the garbanzo beans.
Okay.
Just give it a little squish. And again, you can do this in a blender too. You don't have to do it like in a food processor. You can do it in a blender or any other,
Okay. One less gadget to have in the kitchen.
Exactly.
I like that.
Okay. So we have our kind of garlic, a little bit of salt, garlic, and lemon juice here.
Yes.
And we have our tahini. It's about a half cup of tahini.
Okay.
And then we're just gonna dump in our liquid.
And what's tahini?
So tahini is a sesame paste.
Okay.
A little more salt. And we're gonna have to add a little bit of water to get this to combine together.
Okay.
We're gonna add about a tablespoon of water, and then we'll see how it looks. If it needs a little more, we'll add some more.
Okay.
Really, I'm just trying to get this as smooth as possible. It looks like it's going pretty well, but I want to add a little more so it becomes like a little bit more of a paste.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can take a look at it. It's
Yeah.
all nice, really smooth looking, right? And we can add a little more water at the end here. Okay, these are cooked garbanzo beans.
Okay.
The idea here is that you want to make sure that they're actually overcooked a little bit to make sure your hummus is extremely smooth and creamy.
When they come in the can, are they already cooked?
Yes, they're already cooked too. So we're gonna blend this up. I'm gonna add a little bit of cumin and a little more salt.
This is one of my favorite foods
And we're gonna
ever.
blend
I'm
this
so
up
excited.
for about 5 minutes.
Okay.
So usually most people will just blend it for a couple minutes, but we want this thing to be extremely silky. So I'm gonna let it blend.
We'll dance.
Yeah. And I'm not gonna add any olive oil to it yet. I really wanna get all the beans kind of broken up
Okay.
and as smooth as possible before I add anything else to it.
All right.
I'm gonna add a little bit of water. It's pretty thick. So you can see it like starting to roll around.
Yeah.
As it rolls around, it's gonna become creamier and creamier.
Okay.
And so I think the way that I traditionally learned it was to basically you're trying to create an emulsion. And so you'll have your garbanzo bean base and you're adding olive oil to it really slowly
Yeah.
so that it takes on all of that oil. You can do it with no olive oil and you can just do this method where it's just really smooth. I like to add that little bit of olive oil because it adds some viscosity to it. But you can definitely do it without it.
Okay.
Especially when you have the tahini, and the tahini has like a natural amount of oil in it as well.
Gotcha. Yeah, it looks kind of like peanut butter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's really the consistency I'm going for here is like peanut butter. Like smooth, like instead of like, I don't really like it to be grainy, I want it to be smooth like peanut butter, like so silky. So even after I blend it for 5 minutes, I might even go a little bit longer because I want it to be like so nice.
Extra
and,
silky.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Exactly.
You're the boss.
We're gonna add a little bit of olive oil now. Only about like 2 tablespoons. And really slowly. So I want to be able to incorporate it, make sure it gets incorporated into it really well.
Okay.
And then we'll just let it blend for another 30 seconds or so until it gets incorporated. But you can see, you can look in, and it looks like so like creamy and smooth. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
It looks like sauce, right? It doesn't look like,
Absolutely.
it looks like almost like peanut butter.
Yum. And what do you prefer to have with your hummus? Obviously pita bread.
So one of the things I really love is like sauteed mushrooms. It's so
Ooh.
good. Or like, so I'm gonna do like a little bit of like walnuts and pomegranate and a little honey. Like that contrast,
So healthy.
that juxtaposition of
Yeah.
that is so good.
Sweet and savory.
Yeah.
Ooh, yum. That looks so perfect.
And you
I
can
can't
see
even.
like how like smooth that is.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I don't need pita bread. I need a spoon.
And then I'm gonna add a little bit of olive oil on top.
Love it.
And a little bit of paprika.
Beautiful.
There we go.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, it's not going to take long for this to be gone. Thank you so much for teaching us how to make this amazing hummus. Join us after the commercial break for our special guest.
We're gonna talk about how to hold your knife. So this is a little bit tricky. I've seen people hold it lots of different ways. So the way that you should hold it is so that really this finger is wrapping around this right here.
Okay.
And so what that does is it gives you a lot more control. So really, I'm really only like chopping with this side, and the end of this part of my hand is really the one that's doing the work. Instead of like chopping down really hard, you want to slice so that when you're cutting like this. Okay. And so it's like even pressure all the way across.
Okay.
And you use your whole arm, not just, what we say is we protect the king. So we have the kind of hold your fingers like this,
Okay.
hide your thumb behind here, and that's what's gonna hold on to whatever you're cutting. Your cutting is staying behind your fingers. And so even
Right.
when I have the knife right up against there, I can't cut myself
Right.
because I have all my fingers behind these 2 fingers. And so I'm not gonna be able to cut myself. And as I cut, I'll just scoot them back really slowly. so that I'm not cutting my fingers. That's
Wow, knife safety. We can't have enough of this in the kitchen. This is awesome.
Welcome back to Eat Like a Chef TV. I'm joined by my great guest, Alan Stone.
Hello.
Today, we're cooking blackened cod with a butternut squash apple relish. And today, I'm gonna let you do the cooking.
Perfect.
All right, so let's start with our relish here. So, we need a little bit of apples and squash. This is just a diced butternut squash and diced apple. Go ahead and throw it on in.
Are we going all of it?
All of it.
All of it. Perfect. I'm good with those measurements.
It's a lot easier
All
that way,
or
right?
a little.
Yeah. So I like the contrast of this dish here is we have like a little bit of acidity and some of the like vegetableness and freshness. Then we have a contrast with the aioli and then our blackened fish together. When we eat this, it's gonna be amazing. You're gonna love it.
It's gonna be colorful.
Red onion?
For sure.
Yeah,
All right.
definitely.
All of it?
All of it.
There we go, baby.
A little bit of this is parsley and cilantro. All of it.
All of the parsley. How good is cilantro?
Yeah. Okay.
You ever run across anybody in your days that
Hate cilantro?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thinks it tastes like soap.
Yeah, my
constantly.
dad's one of those folk.
Okay. A little chili flakes, just throw a pinch in there, or however much you like. I don't know if you like spicy or not.
Oh,
Okay.
I love spice. Let me just give a little bit for the camera here. A little bit.
Boom.
more.
Okay, a little lemon juice and salt.
Uh-huh. Are we doing all the lemon juice?
About half that.
Half the lemon juice. All
It's
right.
fresh squeezed lemon juice.
I think that's half.
Sure.
All right.
A little bit of salt.
Pinch of salt.
Yep, pinch of salt.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw it.
Can I chuck it from
Oh,
here?
I'll do it.
Guy!
Bam. And a little sugar. Okay, then stir that up.
All right. Ho.
And this is like another recipe that's like pretty easy. Once you have the stuff prepped up, it's like goes. I mean, this whole thing is gonna take us, maybe 5 or 7 minutes. Not very long at all.
The sooner I get to eat
Yeah.
that cod,
Oh, yeah.
the better our relationship is gonna go.
Definitely. Next up, we're gonna do our blackened seasoning. So come on over here.
Okay.
Blackened seasoning is I learned this recipe from Paul Prudhomme. Really classic seasoning mix. So paprika,
Yep.
all of it.
Bam.
Thyme. This is dry thyme leaves. Garlic powder.
This job is so
Cayenne.
great.
I wish it was like this at my house, like all the time. Just
Yeah.
be like everything's set up. Just throw it together.
I would be a great chef if that was possible.
Black pepper. Okay, a little bit of sugar, probably like a couple pinches there.
Okay, pinches. We're not doing.
You can do big pinches.
There's
that's
one
right.
pinch. Oh,
A little
there's
salt.
2. Ooh.
Mix it up. Just grab a spoon, stir that up.
Alrighty. Ooh. Oh, that smells good.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, we
next
good
up-
there? How's my mix?
That looks beautiful.
Good.
Okay, next up. So we have some. This is ghee, melted butter.
Yep. Have you ever made your own ghee before, Adam?
I have.
Yeah.
Usually I will just make my own.
Ah,
Yeah.
no way. Good
Yeah.
on you.
Okay. Next up. You can
Overachiever.
choose your cod
Okay.
here. This is Wild Alaskan cod.
Bro, I'm cooking both these, dude. I'm
Go,
hungry
do
AF.
them both.
Okay.
So put them in, flip it over,
Here we
get
go.
it both sides,
Both of them.
then
Yep.
right into the spice.
Oh, get in there.
Okay, we're just gonna do it on one side.
Okay.
Okay, I'll kind of take it off the side and do the
Yep.
next one.
Oh, I like extra ghee.
And then
I
the
always-
way we want the spice side to be the nicer side. So this is the skin side. You can kind of see it's
Yep.
like a little darker there. We want this like beautiful side to be on the spice side.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, that's good to know.
Okay, just give it a little press there. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn around. You can just grab one.
Okay.
We have a smoking hot pan back here.
Yep.
Right into the pan. You'll see it start smoking.
Woo! The sizzle.
And then we're just gonna add a little bit more butter right on top. And you want that, so you got to make sure you got good hoods in your kitchen because
Yeah.
it's gonna smoke up a little bit.
I set my Traeger on fire the other day.
And then we're just gonna let that cook. It's gonna blacken up and really get nice and caramely. There you go.
Yeah, thank you, brother.
I'm gonna add a little. I'm gonna season up the back there since we don't have any spice on there.
Okay.
Just gonna add a little salt.
What's your desert island
man.
seasoning? Minus salt.
Well, salt you just get. You boil water, right? Well,
Okay.
If you're on
Yeah.
a desert island, yeah.
We're not getting technical
Okay,
here,
okay.
Adam.
Oh, seasoning.
Like was it thyme? Are you gonna go with oregano? Are you
man.
rocking some paprika? Like you only get one seasoning. What is it?
It's just gonna be plain pepper.
Countdown.
Just salt and pepper.
Pepper.
So I have salt and pepper.
yeah,
right?
there you go.
So-
There you go. All right. All right. And
balance. It's a balance.
You answered correctly. You get to move on to the next round. What do we have for him, huh?
We have some blackened cod in about 4 minutes. These look about good. I'm gonna go ahead and flip them over.
I can't wait to see this.
You ready? You ready for the reveal? Boom.
Ooh.
Look at that. One more.
Yeah, I mean that is blackened
It is blackened for sure.
for sure.
This looks pretty good. I think we're all right. Okay, so I'm just gonna turn off the heat.
All right.
So I'm gonna put, this is aioli we made. So aioli is basically a combination of garlic, olive oil, we have a little mustard and water in there, and that's it. It's like pretty simple.
Can we call it aioli? Anybody?
I think we're good with that.
No. Ooh, that's a good smear, Adam.
All right, and then we'll throw our fish right on top of there.
Okay.
This fish is looking good too. Beautiful.
Look at that. Ooh.
And I'll let you garnish it up with the relish.
Okay. What do you think? We going
Wherever you
this
want.
section,
You
you
can
reckon?
go here, you can go here, you can go crossed.
I kind of want to go crossed, like so.
And that's really how you want to eat it, is like you get a little bite of everything. Yeah, that's beautiful. It's kind of hard to go wrong with like all those colors and everything.
Yeah.
That looks good. That looks good. Just tighten it up a little bit here. Let's do our spice.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Woo! Oh, that's nice.
There we go.
Look at that. Dibs.
That's how we do it.
Okay,
Well, thank you again for being a part of our show.
Yeah.
And let's go get into this.
let's do it. Thank
Yeah.
you so much for having me.
Thanks so much for watching another episode of Eat Like a Chef. Thank you to Tony for letting us take over your kitchen. Thank you to Alan. Maybe a private concert after this.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool, cool.
For sure.
And thanks, Adam. We appreciate you guys watching. Join us next week for another episode of Eat Like a Chef.
Definitely.
That's pretty.
Okay, looking good.
Oh, we got
it's
the
beautiful.
top cam here. Check that out, huh? That's an A-Stone mix job right there.
Look at that.
Send
Look
it
at
to
that.
press.
Look at that.